Buddy, this is Dr. Stauber. Hope you're having a great day. Today's topic is getting your child to eat. For whatever reason, there's been a lot of parents this week who I've talked about who have picky eaters, and this is very common. So you are not abnormal if this is happening in your house. I want to go over about 6 or 7 things that you can work on and just try to become conscious about in any way will help with your battle to get your child to eat. The first thing is that you really need to know your obligation as a parent. And first and foremost, it's to make sure your child has a healthy, nutritious meal. And that's your job to get educated on what is good, what is healthy. And I don't need to go into, that in detail, but, fruits, vegetables, and a balanced diet. And I think we all have a pretty good idea about, fortunately, we all have a pretty good idea what is healthy and what isn't healthy. So that's your job. It's not to try to make them happy with snacks and treats, but to make sure they have really good food. When it comes to the fuel that you're putting in your body, that's your job. It's to make sure they have really good food that's going in there. So remember that. The second thing is to educate your child. And in some cases, you're going to be educating yourself. But if the child knows the importance of certain foods and the value of an important meal, then they're going to be more likely to want to give themselves a good chance. And if you can educate them early about fats and proteins, carbohydrates, and liquids, and all these different things, then they're just going to be a lot more interested in what they put in their body. And they're going to know that, hey, if sugar is essentially, destroying my body, then I'm going to think twice about doing it, because they are so influential, whether it's at school or on the playground, and you have a huge impact on what, you're programming into their minds. So educate them. The third thing, and this is really hard to do sometimes, is to relax and understand that most kids, when they get hungry enough, are going to eat, and they're going to eat what's in the house. So keep healthy foods and snacks in the house. And so when they do get that chance that they say, "Oh, I'm so hungry," make sure that they're putting good foods in their stomachs when they're hungry. And when that happens, another thing to remember is try to pick a good time that you can put that good meal in their body. At the end of the day, everybody's tired. Everybody's, been run down from school or activities or sports or lessons. And so there's not a whole lot of patience to try to say, you need to eat these chickpeas or these beans or eat your chicken, whatever the food is. So typically earlier is better. They have a little more patience, and typically they're a little bit more hungry. So you'll have more patience. They'll have more patience. Everybody just takes a nice deep breath and relaxes a little bit, and that usually helps diffuse the situation. The fourth thing is, and that kind of goes along with relaxing, is choose your battles. Understand the time, the day to relax. Choose when you want to engage a child, and sort of be firm with them, and make them understand that this is what we made, this is what you're eating. So, but choose your time and your battle for that. The fifth thing is to involve them. Involve them in the cooking and the prep process. And the more they get involved, the more they're going to want to probably try what they just made. And that's a whole educational piece that they love doing. And it's great for you to spend time with your son or daughter or little one doing that stuff, because it's fun, and you can make a great meal out of it. The sixth thing is, and this is probably one of the most important, is just setting a good example. And your kids or children are going to watch what you eat and what you put in your mouths, and you want to make sure that's something that you can promote and say, hey, look, I'm doing this, you need to do this. And again, they're super influential at that age, so make sure you're setting the right example for them. Now, as a chiropractor, my job is to make sure that their spine and nervous system is healthy. If they've got an underlying issue that's causing them maybe to not feel well, maybe to not absorb nutrients properly, then that needs to be dealt with. So if you have any questions on how chiropractic can help your child's nervous system, your immune system, and just feel more comfortable in their body, please don't hesitate to ask. We have a lot of work, we've done a lot of work in pediatrics with immunology, nutrition, so I'd be happy to answer any of those questions. I hope that helps in your battle with your picky eater. Have a great day.